Ugh, I don't want to study this lesson. It's so hard, it's boring, and the teacher is not compelling. Hey, that can be happen if the teacher in the classroom doesn't know how to teach. They are just collect the correct answer in the textbook when they are doing the exam in the junior high school, when they are studying in the university, but they don't really focus on how to teach. So, because we are just learning about TEYL, teaching for English for young learners, so we don't have to experience that bad thing, right? Okay, now let you know let me tell you about four foundation to teach English for young learners. It is just a little of the principle. Number one is implicit learning. Implicit learning. What is that? That is the learning progress when the learners doesn't feel like they are studying. They just feel like, oh, this is another game in the classroom. Oh, we will listen to the song or we will watch some movies. So they just enjoying something like that because study is kind of a horror word for them. And we can apply it in the grammar or something that is needs some slow flow and not really pressured. It's kind of a 20% in your classroom. You need this still. It's small, but it is really needed. And number two is contextual learning. Contextual learning. Oh, what is that? It can be make sense if the learners, especially young learners, have a new vocab you gave them by the sentence so they know how to use it, what condition that vocab will be used. So they need the context, everything need context, so it makes sense. And for the example is that for you are teaching fruit. You need the real fruit of them, like apple, the picture, or even the real stuff. Or when and you need to teach them how to use it, that word in the sentence. That is contextual learning, so they can imagining it easily. Okay, number three is meaningful learning. Meaningful learning. Well, it's when you are teaching them with something that is really close with them, so they can relate. So it's connect to their own life. They love it because they know it. So make sure to use meaningful learning because meaningful learning and contextual learning is they are 100% in your classroom. So make sure to have it in your learning process. And the last of the principle TEYL is learner centeredness. Learner centeredness, of course. The center is the student itself, the learner. When we are teaching, they need to explore themselves. We need to train them to talking, to discuss, or even just show themselves. Let them talk. It is the learner centers because it is like 80% in your classroom. So make sure to have it. Okay, and then we move to the approaches and method. We have the basic, the foundation. So how to do it with the method and approaches. Number one, it is really general and used everywhere. It is CLT, communicative language teaching, which is focusing on the English and communication, communicative. so they can use it in their daily life. They know how to do it. So you see CLT. And then it's PPP, present, practice, and progress. So present is we show them. We show the word, we show the sentence. And P number one, number two is to practice. So let them practice, let them repeat, follow. And the last one is product. So after they follow us, they will product it, they will purchase it by themselves. And the next one is TPR, total physical response. Total physical response is when they do the word, the command, and they use their body to do it. For the example is everyone clap your hand, blah blah. That it's so they will learn the action verb, which is clap, by doing the physical movement. And they love it because young learners love to move. And the last one, we can use question compressible input. This is when we are teaching 1 plus uh, e plus 1. So it's one level up than their own skill. Good, that is for the approaches and method you can use. And the next one is teaching skill. Teaching skill in English is really various. It is listening, writing, reading, speaking, and they have different way to teach them. For the listening, you can use maybe song, and you can use stories for the listening. And then for speaking you can use like something repetition, so they can get used to the word, to the sentence itself. Maybe you can use like the pair word. They just talk what they know. Let them talk. Speaking. Okay, and reading you can use phonic and picture books. They will get interested because there is a picture on it. And slowly they used to train their reading skill. And the last one is writing. Writing you can use like labeling picture, or even just frame. So labeling, just some short thing. It's for young learners, and because it's not a full paragraph. Okay, and then we can use the games, the song, because yeah, like my lecturer, Miss Dahlia, said game is not just something for the one in a while. They really love it. For my experience itself, I am teaching young learners that are 4th grade, and I use game on it just sometimes. But they ask me like the game is part of the study itself. So game, song, anything that make them feeling fun is really important, everyone. So game is to reduce their boredom and to make them energized again. Okay, and the last topic I want to talk is the issue. We talk about how to do teaching TEYL, but the issue in Indonesia is that English teacher is not really get prioritized. Like last week, like in the previous class, we talked about that. Some institution is still do like not really got full focus on that, and how to balance it. Of course, uh, we can just we can just speak our condition that, the someone that have the right to do that, is the one that need to change the system, because system is a big gap, will have a big impact in the way teaching process really is. Like the last article I read is about Miss Rara, and they really struggle in how big the size of one classroom. There is 30 young learners in one classroom with the various characters, and it will not really it just disturb the process how to maximize the result itself, because it's really hard to arrange to make a good condition of that big size of class. And how we do it, yes, so we just really want to try our best, and when we we will have the hope for the one the apart that is really have the right to do it. So yeah, the issue in Indonesia for TEYL is still really concerning, and for the least that we can do is, yeah, the one that is I said before, the method, the basic, the foundation we have to build. So that is from me. I hope we don't really experience being a bad teacher because you are learning TEYL. Thank you for me, Qonitah Aulia Romadhoni, class 4A. Thank you.